I'll be playing Pretty Space Princess, which is very bluntly put. It tells you right there in the description. It's one of those psychological horrors that's disguised as a cute puzzle game. I would say we should totally just take bets on what the dark twist is going to be, but maybe that'd be a little too silly. So let's just run the game. So I've had to reopen this up in Microsoft Edge after downloading Firefox and then realizing that, it loaded in time that I downloaded Firefox. For some reason, I've always had issues with HTML games on Microsoft Chrome. On Google Chrome. So, whatever. They're both Chromium based, which doesn't really make sense. And I also kind of hate that I have to use Microsoft Edge for this, but I don't really have a choice here. Otherwise, it's gonna perform terribly. It's just HTML in general, I think. I don't know. So click start. Going to space has always been a dream of mine. It always seems so peaceful among the stars, especially compared to Earth. Growing up, that dream I had of going to space, it got me through a lot. I feel like it shaped me into the person I am today. Although having an unrealistic dream can get you strange looks, at times having a dream also keeps you going. It gives you something to work towards. But what if, after finally achieving the one thing you've always wanted in life? By the way, I'm not clicking on these. It suddenly turned into your worst nightmare in an instant. What then? Hi, Millian. This is what that reality can look like. That very reality of having your biggest dream come true, only for it to change your life in a way you never quite expected, for the worse. But let's start by getting these lights on already. It's really dark in here. Arrow keys? Okay. Speak to Happy the Star. Oh boy, he's so happy. Hey you, you're finally awake. You were trying to turn on the reactor, right? I'm surprised you actually managed to do that in the dark. Are you talking to yourself in there? Kinda weird if you ask me. Don't worry, I'm just your average horror game protagonist. Weird? Weird? Bro, you're literally a talking star. I feel like you're so focused on that you haven't quite realized where we are yet. Wait, you're kidding me, are we in? Nice to meet you, kid. I'm Happy the Star, and you, my friend, are indeed in space. This has to be some kind of sick joke or dream or, I don't know, some dumb prank. Whatever it isn't funny. I don't know, man. You look pretty happy about this. Beats me, kid. I'm just as confused as you are right now. Confused? Why are you confused? Anyways, welcome to Paradise in Space. As I've just mentioned, I'm Happy the Star, and I will be your tour guide during this lovely trip. A tour so wonderful, it would definitely be fit for the pretty space princess herself. Title drop. Space princess, That's right, lady. You're a pretty big deal up here in space. Almost a celebrity in a way, if you will. Anyways, as Roy to you, don't expect to just sit and lounge around all day. You have duties to fulfill. But before we get to it, I might as well show you around our pretty little ship. Here's your first task as a pretty space princess. Be a figurehead? I call it Opening Doors for Dummies 101. Why don't you go ahead and pick up that key in that chest over there? We're kind of locked in here, and I don't exactly have functional hands to even use a key, so... Fine if it gets us out of this stupid pink room already. This thing barely even looks like a spaceship. Maybe going into the next room will wake me up or something. No need to be feisty now. Go ahead, get that key. I have to fix the window a little bit. Hey, look at the code. Oh boy. Oh man. I wonder what we're gonna use it for. Is that 4 sometimes a 1? I don't get it. Now that we're finally in the second room, things can really start to get fun here. Millie, whatever you do, look away and ignore this fool. He has a reputation in tainting poor innocent souls with utter nonsense. He knows I would do anything to keep our lovely space princess from danger. And if that means I have to lock up my dear old friend, then so be it. So this really isn't a dream then, huh? First I wake up in space, and I come across talking moons and stars. This isn't exactly how I thought my first trip to space would go, but I finally made it. I'm in space. I mean, haven't really seen outside, haven't really interacted with many things. I don't know, you're kind of jumping to conclusions here. This could all be just an elaborate escape room. Yeah, space mace. Anyway, I'm back to the real issues at hand. Your puzzles you've faced so far, it was kind of too easy. It was kind of a bit too easy for my liking. So What? Okay. So basically you just want me to solve the combination to open the door, but for some reason you can't just tell me the answer? I don't know why, just ask the developers. That's some unexpectedly edgy dialogue for no reason. Don't listen to him. Huh? I heard what he said outside too. He was the one who locked me in here in the first place. Oh, okay. Okay, buddy. So, logically speaking, you would count up to down, right? I'm gonna assume so. 2, 1, 3, 5. Oh. Wait, I'm stupid. Never mind. Never mind. Our walk speed is so slow. So first it's orange. And then it is... My mind is blanking. Then it's blue for, I assume, Earth. And then yellow for the sun. And then red. No. Now that we're finally in the second room, things can really start to get funnier. And then whatever you do... Oh, it's just the same thing again. Maybe I'm looking at this the wrong way. Maybe I'm supposed to assume the numbers are based on the position starting from the sun to Mars instead of assuming that they're directly mapped on. Because I assumed that 1 would be... Did you pick orange first? I thought they were... Wrong data structure! Okay. So blue first, right? The second planet would be this one. And then the first planet is... Well, it's not really a planet, it's just the sun. Would we start with numbering at 0 then, in that case? And this. Oh man, that was me being stupid. No, come on, not a maze. Good luck, Your Highness. Is the maze gonna kill me? Come on, no. Oh, it doesn't. Yep, just truck into this maze, this neon maze. It's not a bad maze. We pretty much get an overview of it. It's not that bad. Did you just move me? Millie, so glad I finally got the chance to talk with you. Didn't you just talk with me like a moment ago? Wait, are you going to take my soul with utter nonsense? No, no, look, this is important. Star is not what he seems to be. Behind that happy persona he put on, he's hiding a dark secret, and it's about this ship. This super cute pink ship? I don't know if I would call it super cute or super pink or super cute pink. It's more of a pinkish beige, which is not a bad color, but I wouldn't call it super cute pink. That just brings to mind like hot neon pink. Guess there is some hot neon pink on screen, but looks can often be deceiving, Millie. Wait, I never told you my name, how did you? Oh no, what if there's a meta element and he can read the name on screen? Because we're not real, Millie. We're members of your subconsciousness. Oh, that's obvious. I knew this was a dream from the start. I mean, I'm literally in space right now. It's insane. That's the thing. You are in space. Millie, you might need to sit down for this. We're hallucinating? I'm listening. You've been an engineer on a ship for the past 6 years. Why else do you think you woke up in the engineering room with the reactors and engines? Of which I didn't really see many. The ship got into a severe accident and it's killed everyone in it. Everyone. Besides you. You were the only one in the engineering room at the time of the incident, and you got up just in time to turn the reactor back on before running out of oxygen. Shouldn't we be dead then? And why can't I see any bodies around? The ship is spotless and practically empty. You hit your head pretty rough there, kid. So, everything looks this way because of my head injury? I'm so sorry, Millie. I'm gonna die here, aren't I? Now if I help you escape, you won't. I'm sorry for being so quick to judge you, Moon. And that gloomy attire is such a wonderful guy, even if you aren't real. Thanks. Just gotta get past. He kind of just pop into existence in front of us. Can we just ignore this guy? Yes, we can, but I still need to speak to him. I heard everything, you know? Don't think you and Moon are so sly. I'm not letting you leave all your friends behind. It's not fair that they died and you got to live, Space Princess. If you want to leave me behind so bad, then die. I'm not your Space Princess. Like, how am I going to spend the rest of my life up here with you? Let's see how long you can last. I've started power down initiation. You're going down with them. What? Quick, collect the fuel tanks in time, then I'll open up the escape pod for you. Ah yes, we will collect them at this extremely slow speed. The real horror here is the walk speed. And getting stuck on this vent, which we could have just walked over. Nope. Took too much time. Got stuck on vent. Time to die. Oh. No end screen. Just time over. It turns out you weren't supposed to give in to your intrusive thoughts, Millie. You really wouldn't. You really shouldn't have. Why did you give in to Mr. Star? Your intrusive thoughts. It's just a metaphor for intrusive thoughts. Come on, come on! The lesson here isn't to stop following your dreams, but if you... Oh, I can't read it. And yes, it can be scary, yes, it can be confusing or hard. But you never stop fighting, not even for a second. And that's what Moon taught me that day. Thank you, Moon. I'll never forget you. On to the next adventure. Credits. Megan Bartolo, game design, art, story writing, and Stefan Bartolo coding. Oh. It just jumps out like that. Well, that was cool. I think this has potential. Right now it's fairly short, and I'd say that there are a few plot holes, like how her hallucinations can do all of that, but if you patch up some of the quality of life issues and expand on it quite a bit, with more rooms and more puzzles, it could be an interesting game. On to the next game! This is Little Scribbles, a visual novel about deducing the culprit behind the disappearance of 3 siblings using children's drawings. Let's click on Start. Miss Clara, I applied to an art school years ago. Weren't you accepted? The professor said that I didn't understand anatomy and perspective, that I basically drew like a child. I decided that I would work with children, I could teach them something and they wouldn't judge me. Mr. Nelson hired me as an art teacher for his 3 children a year ago. I miss them every day. I know it's hard for you, but I need your help. In this file, I have collected the latest drawings by the Nelson siblings. You were their art teacher, you knew them. These drawings seem related to their disappearance. Can you help me? Yes, I can try. There's butterfly stickers. Says from Dad? That is a really weird, A. Sorry, I'm judging people's handwriting, even though mine is not that bad. Is there anything off about this besides this blurry flower? Hold on, I should show you my cursor. So you see this flower is blurry. Looks like it's made out of, crepe paper? I'm not really sure how to say that, I just know it exists. Where it's actually ultra thin and then they compress it. It's very nice. But it's also kind of useless. It's mostly used for streamers. Yeah, I don't think there's anything I can deduce from this besides that the stickers look kind of, just the specific stickers look kind of misplaced. There's a key. The Secret Garden. Once, I read The Secret Garden to Hannah. She loved it. Use key? How's this work? Open the gate. Every day, she spent hours outdoors. Me and Robin. I suggested she draw something in the garden. She decided, bird, to draw. Her mother's great. Wait. What? This escalated really quickly. Mom. Is a bird representative of your mom? I suggested something cheerier. I feel like your child has some unresolved grief here. You'd probably just let her do it. Like flowers. And so now there are flowers in front of your mother's grave. She told me she was growing some for her mom. Dig? I didn't know children's drawings had such power. Water. Is there gonna be something weird out? No, just normal flowers. A little disappointed actually. This one's special. I asked her why she had left an empty space. This part, I think. It's to bury the bodies, father! It's for the most beautiful flower, she said. Dig. Oh. I don't know how to feel about this. Oh. Oh no. Yeah, it's bad. Water. Missing. Hannah Nelson, 7 years old, ginger hair, blue eyes, wearing short sleeves, blue shirt, white skirt, white sneakers. If any information or have seen Hannah, please contact the police department immediately. Or, in this case, it says immediate, and then Lee. There's no E. The city garden honors Hannah Nelson. A hedge of white roses has been planted in memory of the little girl who disappeared in our town. Hannah Nelson was a child full of enthusiasm and a lover of botany, like her mother, a teacher at our middle school who left us prematurely this year. The white roses symbolizes the purity of children and I don't know what that's. I don't know what that says. I'm just gonna assume it's whiff. It's kind of. The words are kind of off. I mean, the letters are kind of off. But, I'm just gonna assume it's whiff. With this action, we remember Hannah. Henry. So, does that mean that she was so deeply impacted that she found a hole to lie down in? That kind of sucks. But I think the father had his chance to, discuss this with his kid and figure out the grief. Sometimes you just don't know about this stuff. Kids are complicated. They're also kind of jerks sometimes, but they're complicated. Henry's boat. Oh no, we're gonna hear about him throwing himself off a pier. Henry was imaginative. Paul. When he was 7 years old. Dr. Mark, Hannah, Charlie, Dad. He imagined them both sick in a bed. Oh, never mind. It's even worse. He lost the use of his legs. Wait! How does this have anything to do with what they said now? How does this have anything to do with him being imaginative? And the accident that killed his mother. Did they seriously just put his legs in front of the grave? Oh god, that's morbid. He spent most of his days in bed. Fantasy tales he read. He watched movies. He played video games. Not sure which video game this is. Am I actually supposed to play this? No, it's just gonna pop on screen. Kaboom. Soldier 1. Captain, we're being attacked from the ground! It's kind of violent for a video game. You're shooting... Frying pan? Looks like a specialty frying pan for tamagoyaki. Oh, nope, that's just hey, those are bombs. Game over. Remove disc. That's a UFO, isn't it? He always found a way to occupy his time. He traveled. That's the sun. Or Mars, I'm not sure. He often talked about his mother, Ro. I think he missed her a lot. Oh. I couldn't imagine how much he didn't want to sleep alone. Your mother became your sleep paralysis demon? I think he was scared. But his father insisted. I think the answer here is that, the father was just really bad at helping his kids deal with grief. Wow. How did he... What happened to him? I mean... I would assume that if he has no legs, then... the suspect is immediately the father, because who else would have access to him? So it says brown hair, blue eyes, wearing short-sleeved red shirt, blue jeans, in danger, paraplegic. He died in 2024. In loving memory. May 3rd, 2024. Memorial Church. Charlie. It's kind of hard to read. It says Jen. I cannot read this. So too hard for me to read. I like how this children's drawing comes with a free plate. You would have never thought that these dishes were cooked by a child. Sushi. That... You don't cook sushi. He was a little chef. His mom was his biggest fan. He reserved a seat at the table for her even after her death. I'm sorry, I can't help but go a little more cheerful, and it's just like, yep, guess we're really going into it. I could see this depiction of the mother as some kind of dark creature. Charlie always got angry because his mother didn't eat, and his father showed him mom's favorite recipe. Maybe she would have eaten it. Pasta, sausage, olives, fish. That fish looks traumatized. And onions? Oh, it's just one onion. Is this like seafood pasta or something? Cut. That's not really cutting, that's filleting. Cut. Okay. Boil. Mix. And now we have seafood creature from the depths of... Oh. They will eat together again. Because of death food poisoning. Okay, I think the real horror here is just negligent child care. I don't see how this has anything to do. What do you mean disappearance? This has a cause of death. I don't know what to say. I'm heartbroken. And just listen. I thought Mr. Nelson had killed his children. The most beautiful flower. Sleep alone. Eat mom's favorite recipe. I spoke of him yesterday. I showed him the drawings I would have used as evidence, and he seemed shocked. I thought it was because of the accusations against him, but then he showed me your portfolio. Open. Saying that I hired you out of pity. You really draw like a child. You couldn't stand that the children drew better than you. What a twist. I mean, it's a really petty reason to go kill children over. I don't think they're mean to her or anything. If you say they're better, I don't know. I think they're kind of on par. Except Henry's very good at backgrounds, apparently. You killed them. I suggest you to find a new hobby in prison. You're under arrest for the murder of the Nelson siblings. Written and created by Jane Sherrill. I guess in the end, it wasn't really a deduction thing. I came into this thinking would be about deduction. I guess it wasn't. It was just a linear story. Where the twist was that it was staring you right in the face. We were fed lies by the detective who said that he found the drawings and they belonged to the children. Man. But that was pretty cool. In all honesty, the framing is unique, but it's also slightly off. It's closer to one of those interactive children's books with all the cutouts and stuff you can play with rather than children's drawings. I would personally probably rewrite it so that these are the interactive storybooks that she supposedly had to make as their final assignment, which would also give more character to Miss Clara as well as maybe provide a little more insight as to how she views their lives as a story that only she gets to tell. The motive was also more or less the least interesting possibility, since there's something inherently twisted about a grown woman pretending to be these children while drawing out the story of how she killed them. The game would also benefit from not being a visual novel, since there were a couple of segments where you'd assume you'd click and drag things to interact, but nah, you just click on it until a button appears. Overall, I'd say that the pacing needs some work to actually build up tension for the twist at the end, because it's a good twist, but the journey you take to it is also an important part that the creator might want to work on. Anyways, that's all I'll be playing. Thank you for watching.